on an adventure with one of the most interesting tier elements decks that I have seen to date. You guys smash the little crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. So this is going to be a 60 card pile of tier. We'll have the deck list for you here at the end so you can get a little bit of an idea of what's going on with this. And a lot of this is going to have to do with just how good Habagiri is. I see our opponent did open up a couple of good cards here. But of course, we're going to go ahead and fire Habagiri here, rotate into Sanji, go ahead and grab up the Mitsurugi Ritual, which is where most of this combo is going to lie. You're like, well, Robbie, this is just, the only thing you've shown so far is Mitsurugi. Yes, my dear Watson, this is why it's so good. See the rotation here in the Mitsurugi cards. Nothing here is nothing you haven't seen already within the format. But now we get to go ahead and make the zombie vampire, which is going to get nibbed, which is fine. I mean, you got the bodies off of the field. All right, we're not going to complain. We're going to go ahead and thrust now, though, to grab Tract. Now, you're probably like, wait, we're going into Fiendsmith combo now? Yeah. Evidently, we just get to go ahead and pivot into Fiend. You haven't seen a tier elements card yet, except for what we've got in our hand. And we're already down into our second package here. You're going to see Wolo. So this is where the fun begins. Our good old Pilgrim Reaper getting the mills. And we're going to go ahead and stack up the good stuff here. Get the 2 extra mills. Up comes the Reno Heart. Now we can engage with tier. We just had to mill some cards here. We get to make a Dragos Stapelia. We get to add a free Havnus here. Havnus, go ahead and rotate. Yeah, that's right. We get to make the big guy themselves. The fact that, you get to use Peruli with that is crazy. Body comes back. Get the 3 additional mills. All right, we'll go ahead and grab up the Solik. I mean, this is by far probably the best scenario we could have had. I do see they are, they were holding that imperm there, but it's okay. Engraver Pitch. Go ahead and grab up a Tract. I mean, okay. Go ahead and imperm the Dragos Stapelia. Sure. Now we can go ahead and safely attempt to track, I think. We will get a body here, but we're going to go ahead and Mudora to shuffle it back. Yeah, they lose 2 bodies there. And you see the concession. Yeah, it's very unfortunate, but that's just what happens. It's what happens when one card Habagiri is involved with things. We are going to do the old Joe Cool Lantern shenanigans. Well, we will have a lantern here in a second. Get the Noroi into the Izuna mill down. Go ahead and make that. Grab the lantern here. My God, we have so much gas. I'm sorry, but I don't know if you beat this with the hand we've got down here. Well, we'll see. Go ahead and detach. All right. Go ahead and grab up the release restraint. All right. Go ahead and make the Nash Knight. And then just verifying. Okay, so we have a lantern. We have a release and a release restraint in the back. Yeah, I mean, that's about as good as it gets, right? All right, we'll see what we can do here. We'll go ahead and prayers off for the tribute. Now we can go ahead and get the Aramasa. All right, so they're going to go ahead and Nash Knight here. I guess they just want to keep a body off of our field, but that's fine because we're just going to get Habagiri here, and we'll get the Ritual. Yeah, we can basically pivot now. All right, so now we'll go ahead and Ritual down by milling 2. And you get to see, so this is where the fun begins, because we actually get to make this, because we can make the board wipe here, which goes ahead and gets that. And unfortunately, our opponent's going to have to concede there, because they don't win that. Like, I mean, they could have tried to do something, but I mean, like, there's nothing that you can do to protect that field. A little bit rough, but that's fine. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we've got here for this. This is against DDD, and of course we get to start. We get to go into Habagiri full 1-card combo here after getting some extra little free value. Sanji's going to go ahead and get impermed. Sure, man. So now we can go ahead and Habagiri, rotate into the Aramasa, pop, go ahead and grab up the Murakumo here. Now we can Murakumo, rotate one into the other, which is kind of what you want to be doing here. We'll grab the Ritual, slam down the Ritual to rotate from the deck. Now you see the Futsu coming out here. We'll go ahead and grab prayers off of that, get the free body back. Prayers, rotate that. To grab a Kusanagi. This is a lot of not tier combo at this stage, so that's fine. We just got to get the extra body back up here, which add back all of our free cards. Now we can make Zombie Vampire, and then you see the concession. Yeah, unfortunately, what is your purpose in this deck? It is to do full card combo. Set pass. Oh, that's rough. You're going to see the Fenrir come down, Habagiri go into Sanji. This is a lot of work just to make Zombie Vampire, but we're going to get drolled. Okay. We'll go ahead and rotate the Ritual into that. Go ahead and slam Battle Phase here. I mean, this is a lot of damage. Unfortunately, our opponent, I don't think, beats this. Yeah, you see the concession right away. The only reason why I included that was just because, like, you just wanted to see, like, how good this deck has it. Now, this is actually a pretty interesting game. This is against Yummy, so you're going to get to see how this deck goes. So we'll pre-prep into the Habagiri here. We'll grab up the Mirror, and then we'll go ahead, one card Habagiri combo here. I mean, our opponent's not going to do anything. They got an Imperm, and that's about as good as it's going to get. You're going to see the Ritual here, going ahead and dropping that down, stacking up the pieces, getting the body back. All right, now we can Ritual off. Go ahead and trigger that up to get the body back, grab the prayers. All right, now we can make the vampire, which now our opponent gets the point of interaction here, which is kind of interesting, but that's fine because we have Shayrin here. Go ahead and mill off double engraver, make the redoer. Now we can tuck back our engraver. Now we can go down Fiendsmith combo here, which mill off that good card, make the sequence, go ahead, tuck back the good cards to make Lacrima, get the revive, go ahead and make Pilgrim, go ahead and mill 5 here. God, that's so good. And then, of course, we can grab Reno Heart here. Now we can go down to your combo. Go ahead, shuffle back the dragon, get up the window and pass turn. And we go ahead and make the SP and pass. Isn't this, like, I'm sorry, Yummy. I don't think you beat this Redoer, Arena Heart set, a Prayers on the back line here. And we have a Tier Cash. That doesn't have anything loaded, but I mean, that just takes the Arena Heart rotating off the field. Sick. All right, well, nice deck. And we get to set the Prayers. Yeah, see the concession right away. There's really nothing you can do about that. All right, well, now we get to watch Yummy engage in Yummy shenanigans, which, I mean, you're always going to see Snatchy into the 2 bodies. You're going to see this come down into the Cupsy Yummy, grabbing up the Lollipop. Now we pretty much have every target within our reach here. Go ahead and get up the free Marshmallow. Marshmallow gets back the free surprise later on in the turn after this Herald comes down, but we're going to go and mill 3, which ends up turning into an extra mill, which gets us a draw. I mean, okay, it self-replaced itself. I mean, I don't think it's much worse than that. SP to force the banish. We'll go ahead and make the Yummy to get the revives. Surprise back. Go ahead and bounce back the surprise, and then just overlay into Sprite. Oh. You know, thanks, man. I really wanted a Nightmare Corruptor Ibley that you get to place the beat cop counter on. That's wonderful. Just ensures that the lock sticks around for a whole extra turn. All right, well, we'll go ahead and, I guess, do some stuff here. You're going to see the SP chaining here. Go ahead and we do get some milling here. A little bit extra. Unfortunately, we just can't get this body off of our field. We're going to see the surprise come back. We're going to see the Feather Duster here, the toggle back into the bodies. Unfortunately, I mean, I think this is just absolutely done, yeah, because you're going to see the extra bodies come up here. We'll grab, take the free body here, just so they can synchro summon into this. I'll go ahead and pop that, and then, of course, you see the concession. Okay, now we're up to speed. All right. So, opponent has this, but unfortunately, they have this good card. So no matter what we try to do, it's going to be pretty good. So pre-prep gets ashed. We'll go ahead and Sanji into the Ritual. That's fine. I mean, we just go ahead and do this the hard way, right? Go ahead and stack back up our effects here. Get the free body. This comes back to our hand. Thinking. All right, go ahead and Futsu on up. All right, we'll go ahead and Meows here, which is fine. They drew the bell. Well, that's toxic. We're going to go ahead and make Exciton to go into full combo here. Lacrima, mill that down. We'll go ahead and make the sequence here to avoid giving our opponent some extra resources so we can get the Desiree. Go ahead and kick that back and pass turn. So our opponent did draw a Droll and Lockbird. So they have a surprise Marshmallow. All right, so we're going to Dark Ruler, which is fine. We're going to see the Marshmallow come down into the Link one. They'll get up Field Spell here, and we'll go ahead and Super Poly here. Now, I will say, if they didn't have this surprise, we were probably in one of the best game states we could have. Here comes the surprise to revive. All right. Oh, no, we're going to drop the Droll, so we'll just go ahead and rotate this. All right. So because they have the cutoff here for the bell, too, yeah, now they just get to go ahead and do full Yummy combo. It's crazy, man. We had the Super Poly. We had the board wipe. Like, we had the tools to try to play through this. It didn't so much work out within the favor, because now Yummy just gets to go ahead. We'll go ahead, see the kickback here, and then the Typhoon to bounce back the big card. And then we'll just go ahead and see the battle phase. We'll get a draw, sure. All right, so they are going to go ahead and deploy this. We'll go ahead and grab the Habagiri. The fact that, you know, we still haven't done this Habagir yet, and we have no target. Oh, that's disgusting. Well, here comes the bounce. All right. Get the bodies back, and you see the concession. Well, I mean, this was a good run, but we're going to pass on over so you can take a look at that deck list. I think this is probably one of the most interesting lists that I have had the chance to see so far. Just for kind of what you're cooking up, especially, you know, for the one of Fenrir in here, you know, the mini Shadal package, which I think is important. You do see the Mudor and the Keldo for the shufflebacks. And then, of course, I think most of this has to do with the ability that, you know, the Fiendsmith cards basically get to act as a kind of full insulator for the deck. Also, only 2 copies of Perlino is kind of interesting, but I mean, it is within the realm of kind of what you're expecting within this. And also the side deck is very, very nicely designed. Mashal did a fantastic job. You also do see the Megatama down on the side with the DDV as well. But I mean, this extra deck is so crammed. Like, if this extra deck had 20 cards, it could do so much more. But I don't know. I think that there was a lot of cool options available in this list, and I think it does a fantastic job at bringing them together. But please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.